Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be very personal and in-depth because I'm going to share with you 9 deep transformative questions that have helped me to really discover my truth and a new nature of living, because these questions are related to my spiritual awakening. And honestly, I feel and I have the calling to share that because I know this will help other people that are on the same or similar journey. And you might know me, and I have actually started this channel in German. But that had to do with the identity or the Jana before my spiritual awakening. Because I always say there is a life before spiritual awakening and after. And for me, it was not a slow moving process. It was one hit at the time, all life topic at the same time. And it was a deep process of waking up to many things, to concepts all around me, the relationships I have, any type of relation I have to topics in my life. So the first question I'm sharing with you is, what was my biggest realization through this spiritual awakening process? And I just say it out directly that everything I thought I knew about this world, the concept I was living in, the connections I had, thinking what was love, it was not real, was an illusion. Most of the things I woke up to were not truthfully authentic to me on a very deep, profound level. And it was super shocking to my personality, to my ego. But for the soul, it was like remembering. It was like waking up and waiting 30 years to finally, really remembering the truth of life, of being, of this experience here. And it was a deep transformative process. And I mean, I woke up in the age of 30. I was in my 30s. And over the past 4 years, it has revealed to me truth in many ways. And one truth for me is that I'm no longer this identity of a trainer. If you look through my channel, you will see I used to do personal trainings, and some of the videos are still on this channel. And I started this channel in German because that was the thought of my identity, that I should stay with my mother language. But I have took a break for the past 5 months. I haven't done any YouTube because I wanted to be so clear and I want to be so truthful about where this is going, what am I doing, what is the intention behind it, and what is it that I'm transferring. Because this is a transformation, a translation of energy through this channel. And I had to be clear about what and where this is going and why am I sharing. And I feel like the most authentic thing I can do is share from my experience. That is my truth. That is what is working through me, and not from a way of teaching or this is how it is, just from a way of my perspective, my learnings and struggles and feelings and realizations and waking up. Because one main thing that is revealed to me through this awakening is that the systems, the constructs, the dynamics we live in, and I'm not talking about political context, I'm talking about human connections and emotional dynamics, are not serving us anymore. They are outdated, and some of them are very based on superficial things, on manipulation, on being in competition rather than connection. And I don't want to be part of that. I want to be part of something that is in alignment with a beautiful, connected world between people, with the earth. And yeah, I want to form that, and I want to be part of that, and I want to stay open to it. So I had to open up myself to open up my channel and starting in English. So that is where we're going now. And it is serving definitely a bigger picture. And that is another thing that really came up through my spiritual awakening. What is the connection I have with God, with something greater than me? And it's a question I'm digging into daily. And also, what is my devotion? Like, where am I devoted to? Am I devoted to addiction, an external feeling I have of dopamine, of maybe social media, of food? Or is it from within? Is it from my core? Where am I getting my validation from? And related to that, looking at my Jana, my personal trainer Jana, I think there was a part of me that, of course I loved the teaching, I loved to give that knowledge, but there was also a part that kind of received some validation from just the perspective of the body, like having a nice, formed, beautiful body, and you would get the validation from outside. And that is not serving me anymore. That is, it is not serving my highest expression. And I feel so grateful for that realization. And it's really like that we are so much more. Like, we are more than our body. And I embrace that so much. Like, I'm just letting this unfold every day. So the concept of, it's not a concept actually, it's a remembering of the soul, I would say, spiritual awakening. And it's not something you can put on a goal list, like next year I'm going to be enlightened, or yeah, I want to have that too. No, it's a calling of the soul. And honestly, before I was 30, I never heard anything about this concept. I never was in touch of anything like that. It all came after my spiritual awakening. Like, I didn't have any words to it, what was happening to me. But of course, it's all frequency, the right informations, the right content, videos came to me, so I could understand myself more and deeper. And I feel that's the purpose of this video sequences. So my biggest realization was that this is all not real. Like, everything you see, the way it is perceived, especially over social media, it's not all how it is sold to you. And I really, really want to encourage to think for yourself. Question the things, like question what people are bringing into the world, and make up your own decisions, what you want to let in. Like, even from my content, what is resonating with you? Like, what what is actually true for me? Do I really know me, or is it just the projection from other people? Because through my awakening, I had to realize some of the things I said about me, oh, this is who I am, were really just projections of parents, friends, people around me, that wanted to see that in me, that wanted me to be that way. And I had to take the time and the stillness and also the disconnection from anyone and anything to find the voice from within. And I had the feeling that this voice was so quiet, like the volume was turned down so much. And I had to give myself that permission to listen to it, because it would came out of me instead of looking for the answers outside. And this is the series 4. I'm going to give you questions for you to answer, what you're feeling, what you're discovering, and what process is being unfolded, and maybe what illusions are you waking up to, and what is so uncomfortable that you don't want to look into it, but you already noticed it. So now it's time to be truthful and to be real and authentic, first of all with yourself, and then with the world around you. So I feel like more and more people are coming to this realization that there's more, and there's curiosity, and there is a deep longing for connection, not for performance, for I am this, I am that, I did that, but rather from who are you being, and how do you feel, like truthful, honest connection and authenticity rather than judgment and discomfort, because you are worth of healing, you're worth of wholeness, and you remember truly who you are from deep down. And this is a process. It's not being answered in a few days. I feel like it's a process of life, because the more you are awakened, the more you're present, the more you pay attention to what is going on around you and within you, and how your being, your consciousness is actually influencing the things around you. Your thoughts, the way you speak, the words are literally spells. And are you aware of how you talk to yourself? What are the first things you think when you wake up? And everything you do, from moving through your house, doing the dishes, the laundry, in what kind of state are you being? When you're in traffic, are you aware of yourself, of your feelings, or are you just functioning? Because that was one area for me, coming from, a background of where you had to function. You had to function because there was not so much room for emotions and just being. So these are some of the overall topics we're going to cover in the next few videos. 9 questions for you to answer, for you to dive deeper into your personal spiritual experience on this earth. And if you're new here, welcome. And may this channel be a reminder and a room for you to open up, to reflect, and no pressure, just being and letting it unfold. That is the intention of it. I wish you a beautiful day, and I see you soon.